What's going on, everyone? We are back with 1,000 Year Above War. We're about to do a little review over episode 6 and 7 because these episodes were amazing and so much was happening. You know, it was moving kind of quick, so I do want to talk a little bit more about it. I think I'm going to rewatch these two episodes and pause it on the moment I want to speak about so I don't miss anything. But before we get into that, I just want to talk about this arc as a whole. We are on episode 7. And it feels like we are on like episode 30 because the pacing is so well done. The animation, we are seeing fighting angles we have never seen Bleach do before. Like, Bleach and modern animation is just something else, man. And the voice actors, the emotion, they are killing it. So I can't wait to see what Bleach has in store for us in the future. But let's just get straight into it. I love how they went in and out from the fight 1,000 years ago in this fight in current time. It was super dope to see. And like, look at that! That's the fighting angles I'm talking about. We have never seen fights in Bleach look like that. It's just so sick. Like, this is actually one of the best animated fights I have seen in like anime, man. It was so well done. Dude, this Bankai was absurd. I did not expect everything, like all the abilities he did with it. I did not expect all that. And the fact that he absorbed all the flames into Zanpakuto and kind of just changed the whole presence of Soul Society right here is just absurd. Like, I did not expect his Bankai to be this crazy. Just seeing how strong Yama was just lovely, man. Like, right here, boom, bro. Like, holy, he's splitting the floor in half. And we did see Jugram, bro. He was chilling the flames, and that kind of just shows how strong he is. Because even when Roid, he was Yhwach right here, right? He was saying, "Oh, my Blut is saving me." So it's just showing that Jugram isn't ordinary, he's not normal. Like, he is gonna be super strong. And I'm kind of glad I watched episode 7 before I made a review, because now you see Yama's stature is way different. You could see that monster side out of him. But I do think 1,000 years it was probably way crazier. But we did see he was talking like hella trash and everything. But how I kind of see it, it's like Yama is trying to destroy Yhwach physically, but not only that, but he's trying to destroy him mentally, like get in his head, right? And I feel like in this moment, you could say that Yama looks like a villain almost. Like, if I handed this computer to a person that has never seen Bleach, they would say Yamamoto's a villain, right? So just seeing this side of Yama, like this savage beast side of him, it was a sight to see, man. Then we got Ishida. You know, he's learning about the whole feud between Soul Society and the Quincy's. And the thing about Ishida, I feel like he gets influenced quite easily, right? We saw at the beginning of the show that he did not like Soul Reapers. We know the reasoning was because his sensei got killed by them, right? And then we go to the SS arc. He's kind of cool with Karakura Town, or the people in Karakura Town, like Ichigo, Sado, Orihime, Rukia, and all them, right? But then he loses his powers. He's with his dad, Ryukin, and then his dad's kind of like, "Hey, don't work with them anymore." And then he's in that state where like, "Hey, I can't work with you anymore, Ichigo," and everything like that. And then he works with him again, right? So I think he gets influenced easily, and now he's reading all about this and seeing, you know, how brutal the Soul Society was, right? And how they did the Quincy's. And knowing Ishida, I wouldn't even be surprised if he helps out the Sternritters or something, because he stands so heavily on being a Quincy. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he joined the Sternritters. But it's like, come on, are you really gonna go against the Karakura Town squad? I don't know. We'll just see what Ishida does. Bro, this man started floating. This was so sick. The OST was amazing too. We got to see Yhwach's defense. This shit was sick. I just love seeing this clash between, I guess it's Roid, but like Yhwach and Yama, you feel me? Oh, I just love how locked in Yama was. But here, like Roid, I gotta give him ups. I did not expect him to hold it down for that long against Yama. Like, and you guys were saying he didn't even get like a power buff from Yhwach or nothing. It was just him and his ability, which was what can copy a personality and the memories, right? But that is just absurd because he's not even like on the top of the Sternritters. He's like, I think like a middle level like Sternritter, right? And the fact that he off-screen Kenpachi without a eye patch too, like man, these Sternritters are different, bro. South. This was crazy. I would never expected Yama to have some type of power like this where he could like use the dead to his advantage. Just seeing all the power he possessed when he went Bankai was something I never expected. I thought it would have been like one ability and that's all, but nah, he hit us with like 4 of them, man. Like Yama's Bankai did not miss, man. Okay, right here, we kind of see some emotion out of Roid, right? And seeing this right here, I think that is Roid's perspective in like seeing like the fallen subordinates. I think Yhwach is just a cold ass dude, could care less, right? But I don't know if right here it's showing that he has like a slight remorse for his fallen subordinates or not. But you guys could probably clear that up in the comments for me. But I don't know. I think that's like Roid's perspective of seeing like all the Quincy's like surround him. But that might be wrong. Oh my god, this scene was sick. How it transitioned between both times, man. Got me stuttering. Then we saw the flashback, what Yama was thinking. He put all his power into that swing, man, and emotion. Such an amazing display of power. You know, this was insane. I should have known it was not Yhwach whenever he was kind of like showing emotion with the comrades, but also this man got blitzed by Yama every 5 seconds. I should have knew, bro. Like it wasn't him. This title card is so nice. I might make that the desktop wallpaper, I can't lie. Dude, the switch up. Oh my gosh, this was crazy how Yhwach pulled up behind Yama. Oh! Okay, this was overkill right here. First, you take out Chojuro. Very first casualty of this war is Chojuro, and by seeing episode 7, I'm pretty sure he was the one first taken out because, you know, he snuck Yhwach and he actually landed a blow on him. And then, on top of taking out his right-hand man that he's been with for so long, you body his whole squad too on top of that. Like, Yhwach is just not playing, man. It was so ruthless. Oh, and then he just pulls up behind him. And I searched it up, bro. I think it was saying like he's like 6'5", 218. Bro, that dude would toss me across Soul Society like how Renji got kicked across it, man. He is a monster. And then we saw how happy he got just getting acknowledged by Yhwach. Okay, and right here, he did finish him off. And I don't know if that's like cold or that's like, oh, he's about to die regardless. Let me take him out of his misery. Because I guess you could say he did die happy because at the end he got acknowledged. So I don't really know how to see that. I could see that from both perspectives. It was great to see Aizen once again. Like, come on, he is a goated villain. It would suck to not see him again, right? But I love how Aizen, he's all locked up, right? Can't really move, but he does not switch up. He's the same guy. He talks his shit and everything. That's what I love about him, man. And I'm glad that he didn't help out Yhwach. And like kind of, because like Yhwach kind of wanted him to be like his minion almost, right? And come on, Aizen is a leader, created the Espada, fused with the Hogyoku. Come on, you cannot be under someone. You are a leader of your own. It would take too long to kill you. And I feel like that is gonna screw Yhwach over in the future because he didn't take out Aizen. I feel like he's gonna play a big factor in the future. And right here, hold on, he says like, take out someone who should eventually be eliminated. Okay, who should eventually be eliminated, right? And I don't know what he means by that, but this kind of made me think, okay, Yamamoto is dead, right? We saw episode 7, he collapsed, he got finished off, overkilled by Yhwach. And now a new head captain has to be picked. I was gonna say, like, if it could be like Shunsui, he's too emotional, you know what I mean? He gets distracted too easily when people get injured. So I don't think it could be Shunsui. Mayuri is super intelligent, but I just can't see it out of him. Maybe Unohana, but if it's a huge curveball, I could see Urahara or Aizen. And I feel like in this moment, you know, Aizen is kind of helping out Soul Society. We saw with the whole timing, he messed with Yhwach's sense of time, and then they had to go back to Wandenreich. So I feel like Aizen is kind of like a villain that comes back to help you almost. So we'll see if that's right, but that's like a huge, like a drastic theory or possibility that I kind of see. And he gets his Bankai stolen. And at this point, Yhwach's just humiliating him, you know what I'm saying? And he kind of said that like he was the only one that could take that hoe too. I wonder if we will see Yhwach even pull out that Bankai card right there. Oh my god, this right here, bro. How a sword fell from the sky. This just like kind of showed, I don't know, it made me see Yhwach as like a god almost. It was just so sick. Like, look at that shit glow, man. Oh my gosh, and just seeing how helpless Yama is, it was hard to watch. Like, look at Yama's face, bro. We have never seen Yama in that state. Like, every time we see Yama, he's always about the action, he's getting active, and he has a stern, like, hard-ass look on his face. But there, you could just see the helplessness in his face. You could tell he's definitely thinking, like, oh, I failed Soul Society. He's thinking about Chojuro. He's thinking about Squad 1 that just got finished off, right? But all he was trying to do is just hold down the fort and protect SS, and he failed to do it. And it kind of just shows how much of a mastermind Yhwach is, because look how, okay, so if we go back, okay, episode 7 in the beginning, we go back to 1,000 years ago, see that, you know, he kind of marches to SS. But now seeing how advanced they have became, seeing all the Sternritter abilities, how, you know, Yhwach can give them kind of like power. Now they have Blutz, Bankai plundering, and a Volsten dig. It just shows how far they have came. And now the whole shadow transportation, like, Yhwach definitely made sure that this time when they attack SS, we are not losing. And man, everything has been going his way. Seeing this 5,000 years ago, it just showed how ruthless, you know, the captains were back then. They look so badass. I hope Kubo writes something or talks about them, because I definitely want to find out more about the OG's 13 captains. And that's Unohana, I'm pretty sure. You know, she's got the eyes. Look how ruthless they are. And just, you know, we have seen Unohana as this nice healer, but then everyone is afraid of her, right? So I'm expecting her. By that, it kind of gives us like a little sneak peek that she's a killer, man. So I can't wait to see her in action. Right here, Chojuro sneaks him. And I think that's kind of the reason why he was the first casualty of the war. It's sad to see, man. And then Yama hits him with that. And that did connect, right? And we do know from the trailer, it said like the Quincy King regains his pulse 900 years ago or something like that. So I'm pretty sure he did die or something of that nature, and he came back to life or got like resurrected. I mean, we'll definitely hear more of that backstory, but damn, I'm not gonna lie, these episodes just got me with a lot more questions. But I wonder how everything like came to be. Like, he regained his pulse, awakened, and did he just immediately think, I need to get back at SS? Because I mean, 900 years ago is a long ass time, so it kind of shows how long he has been preparing for this attack on SS. And he called this state of himself a monster. It seems like he isn't too proud of himself 1,000 years ago. Oh my god, man. Just seeing his body drop. Oh my god, bro. It's just so wrong. There's the foreshadow of his death, bro. He knew he was gonna die too. The emotion from Shunsui. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then he gets a fucking clip put in him, bro. Like, come on. Quit giving Shunsui people with goddamn guns, bro. I'm tired of this man getting popped. Holy, let him fight someone with like a blade, man. But I do feel bad for Shunsui because he has so much care for the people in Soul Society that if someone gets hurt, he gets distracted. For example, we saw he got popped right here because of Yamamoto's death. Then when we were in the Ronkar arc, whenever Ukitake got stabbed in the back by Wonder Weiss, he also tried to go save him and then got popped by Stark. Also, on top of that, I love how in a lot of the scenes when something happens, they show the reaction of all the captains. I think that is a cool little scene that they have been doing. But man, the voice actors killed it this episode. Like, you could feel the emotion and the shakiness in their voices. Then we get hit by this OST, bro. They did so well with that OSTs. It was just heartbreaking to see this, and he still has some fight in him too. Man. Stepping on his head is just hella disrespectful, man. He stated one of the 5 special threats, right? We got Yama, Ichigo, and Aizen that we know of. And I don't know the other 2 necessarily, so... Wait, I think, isn't Kenpachi one of them? Or am I bugging? Maybe I'm bugging. I don't know. But I think the 5th one is Unohana, just because, you know, we saw in that like little flashback 1,000 years ago, she was slicing people up, but you guys were saying just be ready for her. So I think it's probably gonna be Unohana. Yeah, and he didn't want to exploit humans. But I understand, because Yama and Byakuya are the same when it comes to this. they don't want to get them involved. You know what I mean? Because it's like Soul Society's battle. And in this moment, you know, we saw, for example, in the Rankar arc, whenever Grimjaw lost his arm, he completely lost a lot of strength, right? And I wonder how much stronger Yamamoto would have been if he had his other arm. I mean, it still doesn't change the fact that he would have fought Roid regardless, and I think it still would have been the same outcome. But I do wonder how strong he would have been with two arms here. Exactly. Right here, what Yhwach was saying was all the truth. Like, compared to 1,000 years ago, today's SS is kind of softened up. Like, these captains were ruthless. They were savages. And he doesn't even acknowledge SS today either, man. He only sees the one 1,000 years ago. Then the reactions. That man Yhwach straight up overkilled Yama and made sure his ass was dead. Like, holy. This scene was so well done, man. Like, you could hear how helpless Byakuya sounds. The voice actor literally did an amazing job right here. Just look how much pride he has. He does not want to ask him for help at all because, like, he shouldn't even be involved in this fight in the first place. Amazing. And before we keep on moving, I just want to speak about Ichigo and Byakuya's relationship. They have came so far together, man. At the very start, we saw that Ichigo and Byakuya were enemies. Like, I remember that rivalry. It's honestly one of my favorite rivalries, Ichigo versus Byakuya, right? But as time has moved on, Ichigo has changed the way Byakuya thought. Because Byakuya was about to execute his sister, and then Ichigo changed his mind, right? And even whenever Byakuya was fighting Tsukishima, we saw that he had like a soft spot and didn't fall under what was it, like Tsukishima's like whole, you know, his ability to slash where he changes like your memory and everything. He still favored Ichigo over someone that was supposedly in his life for a long time. And man, it's just crazy to hear Byakuya in this helpless state, and to see how far they've come is truly amazing. This scene was so beautifully done. Man, it's just sad to see the state that Byakuya was put in. This was sick, bro. Oh my god. Like, you could tell Ichigo was about to go in a bloodlust state, bruh. Look at him. He was locked in. And then he just pulls up on him, bro. That's what I love about Ichigo. He doesn't care who you are. You could be 10 times stronger than him, but he's about to confront you regardless. I love this out Ichigo, man. Once again, bro, the emotion from the voice actors this episode was phenomenal. They did an amazing job. And then this, oh my god, bro. This bloodlust state Ichigo was in was sick. And the thing is, look, Ichigo is like going like full strength probably, right? And Yhwach's he's just chilling. He's not even doing the most. So it does kind of show that Ichigo has a long way to come. But man, I can't even imagine what Yhwach's gonna be like at full power. Oh my god. So, oh shit. based off this, I do think Ichigo, he has to get stronger, right? He'll probably take some new form in the future. This was crazy, bro. Oh, bro. Straight up grabbed him by the neck and put him in the ground, bro. There's the confirmation by Yhwach. And honestly, I didn't really look too much into it. Now, actually hearing that he is a Quincy, that's actually absurd because, look, he's a Hollow, a Soul Reaper, and a Quincy. He's literally all of the above, right? But, like, now looking at it, I thought of the moment of the final Getsuga Tensho. You remember, Ishida was fighting Mayuri, took off the glove, and he lost his powers. But he got a huge buff. And that's the same thing that happened with Ichigo whenever he used Mugetsu. So I guess that was probably like another hint that he was a Quincy, but I really didn't think that much of it. And also, you guys were saying like in episode 1 he had like a Quincy cross on his bed sheets or something. Like I don't remember that at all. I probably have to go check that later. Your own mother. So now Ichigo's mother is brought into the picture. And all we know about Ichigo's mom is that she was killed by a Hollow. I'm pretty sure it was Grand Fisher, right? So at this point, like, I don't even know what to say. How the hell does Yhwach know about his mother? Did she have an affair or something? No, I'm joking, sorry. But I don't know, bro. Aizen knows too much about Ichigo. Yhwach knows too much about Ichigo. It literally looks like he got 3 dads or something, bro. I don't know what to say. But it looks like, once again, it looks like Yhwach is a prevalent person in Ichigo's life. Like, he knows way too much. But on the other hand, he does know everything about Aizen and everything about Yamamoto and probably everyone in Soul Society. So I don't know if I could even say that. But yeah, Yhwach practically knows everything about everyone, just like Aizen. It's like they wrote the manga together or some shit. Then we get confirmed that Aizen like kind of messed with his perception of time. And honestly, I don't know if this kind of like confirms that he can use his complete hypnosis without like showing someone his Shikai or what, but he did without the Shikai, so maybe that's like a little hint of what we could see out of him in the future. But man, Aizen's just so OP, bro. Like, what? And right here you could say that Aizen helped out Soul Society, so this also helps me believe that he will play a factor in helping out Soul Society in the future. And then Jugram slices his Zanpakuto in half. And I think this just kind of emphasized that, you know, Jugram is also super strong, but also kind of shows that Ichigo has to progress further in strength too. My son born in the dark, and I think what he meant by this, I don't think he's literally his son. I think it's just kind of the factor of like, yeah, he's left in the dark. He doesn't really know about anything from his past and everything. You know what I'm saying? But at the end here, we do see that Soul Society gets a little breather and they could reset a little bit. So I wonder how they're going to prepare differently for the next altercation with the Sternritters. And I do wonder what the Sternritters plan on doing next, because now they have gathered a lot more information about Soul Society, and they already took down a couple of big names in SS. After watching episodes 6 and 7, it definitely left me with a lot of questions, like what factor does Ichigo's mom play in the story, Ichigo's backstory, you know, the Sternritter's backstory with the whole like, oh, the Quincy King regained his post 900 years ago. I definitely want to see how everything came to be, and a lot more that I'll probably be answering in the future. But like I was saying before, this arc has truly been a masterpiece. I have been hearing that you manga readers have been eating really good, like that whole scene from 1,000 years ago was not included in the manga. So I love to hear that, you know, they're extending a lot of the content, so you guys get a little surprised too. For now, these are some of my thoughts. In the next episode, like I was saying, I think it's going to be a little reset, and, you know, Soul Society is going to group together, probably maybe announce a new head captain, or maybe that's going to be a little bit later down the line. But I can't wait to see the next clash between both sides and see what they do differently, because I know Ichigo is gonna get way stronger, so I want to see how he gets to that point. But I can't wait for the next episode. Episode 8 comes out in 3 days. But if you did enjoy this video, please hit that like down below. If you're new to this channel, please hit that sub. I appreciate all of you guys for watching. I'll catch all of you guys in the next video. Peace out.